Okay, so yeah, basically collection in three types, right? One is nothing but a list, set and map. So we are discussing about list. Okay, so now let's jump into a set. Okay, so set is nothing but it is a very similar to list. Okay, a difference between set and list is nothing but set is an unordered collection of data. Okay, unordered collection means, let's say if you are inserting 10 comma 45 comma 30. Okay, so this is the order which you are inserting. After retrieving the set, the order of this particular data will be maybe different, like this. Okay, so that's why, so we will call it as this is unordered collection of data. Okay, it is always unordered collection of data. Okay, and second important thing is nothing but set is not allowing the duplicate. Let's say if you are trying to insert another 10, so basically it will keep only one 10. It means that it will replace the old 10. Okay, the number of items will be only 3, not 4. Okay, so whereas in the case of list, so it will hold the duplicate values. That is the difference between list and set. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay, so third thing is nothing but basically a map. Okay, so what is nothing but a map? So map is it is a kind of different, so rather than list and set. Okay, so it always holds a value like key value pair. Okay, so key value pair. So if you see this one, integer and string, so integer basically a key and string is nothing but a of the type, data type for the value. Okay, so the how to add a value to the map is nothing but put method, map dot put 1 comma John. So this is the way how we are adding the data to a map. Okay, so same thing, so map also the keys are unique. Okay, whereas we can add a duplicate value. If you see here 1 and 3, so keys are same. What it will happen in that case? So basically it will replace John by John 1 2 3. Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the how to retrieve the value from the map actually. So since map is a key value pair, so if you know the key, okay, then basically pass that key for a get method. Basically you can retrieve the value. Okay, so that is the one method. So another method, let's say you don't know the key value, how to iterate this particular map. Let's say map is having 100 data set, so how to retrieve that? So by using, so there is a one method called key set. So it says set, so it will return all the keys. Okay, set up all the keys. So once you receive the set, basically we know how to iterate the set, right? So using for loop, so then use map dot get and retrieve all the data and use it up. So this is nothing but how to iterate the map.
Okay.
So let's execute the list code. So go to developer console. Okay, go to developer console, click on debug, open execute. Let me paste this list code. Okay, so now system dot debug, let me add list. Okay, there's a method called size. Okay, there's a method called size, so it will return the number of elements which is present in the list. Okay, so number of elements which is present in the list. This is a for loop, so which is used for retrieving the list. Okay, so retrieving the list. So since list is a index, so we can display the list value by using list like this. Okay, bracket the index value, let's say I. Okay, so this is how, so we can display the list value by using for loop. Okay, got it? So this is one way. So another way is nothing but, for loop, pass the list type. Okay, this is a list type, is an integer, right? So then variable name, let's say var, and pass the actual list. This is another way for iterating the list. Just pass var. That's it. Var is a variable. Okay, so this is a list, right? So what it will happen, so it will assign one first value to var. Okay, then display it up, so it will iterate second value, third value, so on, like that it is going to display. Okay, so clear, right?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, so what it will happen, so list dot clear. Okay, so there is a one method called clear, right? So
Will clear all the place.
correct, so it will clear all the elements of the list. Okay, so let me execute it up. Must be half type integer. Boolean. Okay, we'll see this one. Something is there here. Of the type integer, why it is asking for a boolean? Okay, so we'll see this one. Okay, so something is there. Okay, so let me execute this one. Oh, line number 10. Give me a minute.
Take a minute.
Okay, so once you run that particular program, okay, so this is a place where we can able to see the debug logs. Okay, so this is a place where we can able to see debug log. If you click on this, see, so list is showing 10, 20 and 10, correct? So it is nothing but a it allows the duplicate. If you see here, 10 is there 2 times, right? So the second debug log says for a size is nothing but 3, correct? So size is a 3, correct? Size is 3. So why it is not allowing? So integer is for size for loop. Oh, sorry. It's a bracket missing. Okay, see, so this is size, right? So this is how we can iterate. Okay, so it is showing I 10 20 10, correct? The order, this is the order which we have inserted, right? 10 20 comma 10. Okay, so once you retrieve that particular list, the same order, so the order of this particular list is same. Okay, the order which we are inserting is same as the order which we are retrieving the list. Okay, see, if you see the for each style loop also, the output of both things are same. Okay, output of both things are same. Clear, right? Is that clear? So this is nothing but a for loop.
The why was giving error for boolean for that bracket.
Yeah, no, this was missing actually. I less than was
Oh,
missing.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay, so what it will happen, so in that case, so this is a for loop. Okay, for this is nothing but a beginning value. Okay, variable beginning value. This is nothing but a variable less than that particular like size. Okay, size means we can put number also, let's say 10, we can iterate only the 10 size, and this is basically we are incrementing that particular variable value. Okay, and we are using that I to get the values. Okay, in case of for each style, basically, so no need of like incremented, this is actually auto incremented. Okay, clear?
Clear.
So in case of set, okay, hold on. Yeah, so list, now we'll deal with the account. Account is a standard object, right? So how to add a this one S object, or it may be a custom object to list. This is how we can create a account object. Okay, so this is how we can create a account object. Okay, so set some name. Okay, so name, create one more object. Okay, so Aknd name 2. Okay, so let's say same object called account 3. See, in this case, this is a object, right? These are the S objects. So whenever you want to store some these kind of S object, basically you have to create a object record. This is nothing but a creating record, right? We have to create a object, and we have to assign the values for that particular fields, and we can add it to a list.
Okay. Mhm.
So now list is of the type account while iterating. So basically this for loop it will work. So in this for loop, so basically we have to mention of the type account. Okay, of the type account.
Yeah.
Let me execute this one. See, account name 2 and name 2. Why name 3 has not come? Okay, so it was actually should be active. See, we are inserting name 1, name 2, name 1, correct? Okay, so these two are duplicate. While iterating it up, so it will come as a, the size of the list is 3, correct? The size will be 3, correct? So first is nothing but while iterating, name 1 has come, name 2 has come, name 1 has come. So this is nothing but the same order. If you see here, the order which you inserted is same as order we are retrieving it up, correct?
Yeah.
So same case of for each style also. Okay, same way we can retrieve. So either it may be a S object, like a standard object like account, contact, or it may be account, contact, or opportunity, so on cases are, this is the way. So in case of custom object, basically we have to create a custom object, right?
Yeah.
So it is basically come up with like this underscore C, correct? Underscore C.
Mhm.
Clear, right? Okay, so we will go up with a set. hold on, huh? There is some. Okay, so see this one set, right? So basically set is nothing but a unordered collection of data. Okay, so unordered collection of data. Okay, so maybe sometimes so we can able to say if you, now we added only two elements, right? So now added only two elements, correct? So in that case, so we can see it is ordered. If you see here name 1 and name 2, correct? So it looks like a ordered. But if you are entering a huge data, so we can't expect, okay, it should be in ordered. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Is that clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you see here we have inserted three elements, correct? Name 1, name 2, name 1, but it is not allowing the duplicate, so it is showing only two records.
Yes.
Okay, only two records. And another important thing is nothing but we can't use a for loop for iterating the set. Okay, we can use only for each style for loop to iterate the set. Okay, because why? Because set is not sequenced, so that's the reason. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the way how we can deal with the set. Clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so third thing is nothing but a map. Okay, so third thing is nothing but a map. Let's say integer comma string. Okay, so map var is equal to new map. Okay, so map var is equal to integer map. So this is nothing but a creating a map, correct? So how to add a values to the map dot, so put, okay, so key should be integer, let's say 1, comma I will put name as John. Okay, so let's say, okay, so 2 John 2, say 3 John 3, 2, okay, so 2 is a John. Okay, so 1 is okay. So if you see here, so I have added a 4 elements to the list set map. Okay, so out of 4, so these 2s are duplicate, correct? 2s are duplicate because second one key second is initially it is having John 2, but here again I have filled with the John 2 values. Okay, so how to retrieve the values from the John? So let's say if you say system dot debug, okay, so if you add a map here, so basically we can able to see only 3 values, correct? So we can able to see only 3 values.
Yes.
So let's say map of 2. Okay, so in that case map dot get, right? So get is a method, so which is used for retrieving the map values, correct? So let me run this particular code. See map of, so 1 2 3 John 2 is become John 2. So because we added as a John 2, correct? So we added as a John 2, but John 2 is replaced by last guy.
Yes.
Why? Because so we have replace with the same key we are using. That's why key should be unique, whereas value should be a value. It can be a duplicate, or it can be unique. So what it will happen if you use a duplicate key? So basically it will replace the old data with the new data. Okay. So teacher set one is equal to import dot set. Okay, so this is what, so we can able to retrieve all the keys from the map. So we know, right? So once you got a set, how to iterate the set? By using a for each type for loop. See, set means it is written a 1, 2, 3. It returns 3 like keys, correct? So once you we receive this many keys, so just put a for each style for loop and use map var dot get to retrieve the values. Okay, clear? Clear, right? Okay, so this is how we can deal with the map actually. Okay. Okay, so now just move into a different concept called SOQL and SOSL. Okay, so SOQL, what is nothing but a SOQL? So SOQL is nothing but Salesforce Object Query Language. Okay, so now let's say we are storing a account object, correct? We are storing all the necessary details in the account object. Okay, how to query these data? So in the programmatically, how to query those data? For that, Salesforce is giving an option called SOQL. Okay, how we are using SQL in other language. Correct? Say SQL query language. So that way, so we are using SOQL to query the Salesforce data. Okay, how to query that actually? So for querying that, let's say there is a one place called query editor is there. So here select ID comma name from account. Okay, click on this one. See, it returns these many records. Okay, these are the accounts which is present in our system. Correct? Okay, so what are nothing but these things? These are nothing but basically fields. How to get those? So if you go to view fields, if you have to pass API name here. Correct. So let's say I will take account number. Account number. Okay, comma. What and all fields you want? So just put it in a comma separated values. Okay, so click on this. Okay, so see, it is returning all these values. Okay, some of the times I want to only some specific record. In that case, basically we have to put a filter. Let's say I want to query only this record. Okay, this is a ID, right? This is nothing but a 15-digit ID. So which reference the unique for that particular record, right? So put that ID. In that case, so it will return only that particular record. See XYZ. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so sometimes what it will happen, let's say I want to retrieve only some specific I want to retrieve only 5 records. In that case, so we can basically use limit 5. So it is returning only records. This is nothing but a simple SOQL. Okay, so this is nothing but a simple SOQL. How to execute this? Okay, so how to use this particular SOQL actually? How to use this particular SOQL? Okay, so let me copy this particular value. Go to same thing, debug. Okay, the output of this particular SOQL. Okay, so output of this SOQL will be always set. Okay, this is the syntax. Okay, so this is the syntax whenever you are using the query in the Apex language. Okay, it should be inside this particular bracket. Okay, square bracket. Okay, what is the output of this particular thing? So the output of this particular thing will be always a list. Okay, it is always a list. Okay, okay, so we know, right? So once you receive the list, so we know how to iterate that particular list and display those values, correct? So let's say this is nothing but a list dot size, correct? So how to iterate that? Iterate, we can use for each style for loop to iterate it off, correct? So for each style for loop, so basically we can use it to iterate it out. Clear? Okay, so let me execute this. See here, this many, the size is 14. Okay, 14 times it got iterated. Okay, clear? Any question?
No.
If you want to put some more columns, then basically we can put it by using comma separated. Okay, so if you
So
want
if you want to retrieve all the columns, is there any like select star from account?
no, that concept is not there, because so if you are using star, then it is a very heavy for the Salesforce, right? Since it is a cloud based application. So let's say even though I am using only four, assume I am using only these four fields in my code, Apex code. So okay, so sometimes what it will happen, people they will simply mention star instead of like manually writing the field name. So whenever we are increasing the number of fields, then in that case the execution time which is takes for that particular query will be more, correct? Execution time which takes for the running that query is more. So in that case, so definitely the application will be slow. Okay, so to avoid that, so basically they are not allowing us to write a star.
Okay. If we write star, it will show an error.
Yeah, unexpected token. So compile, it will throw a compile time exception.
This is a big difference between SQL and SQL.
Correct. SQL and SOQL. Looks like most of the things are look similar, but they restricted few of the things actually.
Yeah.
Like using
Similar like star because it is a cloud application. Otherwise, it will allow.
correct. And if you see in SQL, there is a concept called joins. Join is there, left join,
Yes,
right
yes.
join,
Joins, yeah.
inner joins and all. But here
Yeah.
it is not possible. Joins is not possible.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of things. So some kind of like limitations.
Okay.
So basically it is used to improve the performance. So for that reason, so they won't allow us to write that kind of code. Okay, so this is basically writing a query. Okay, so here we can put some conditions also. Okay, so clear, right? This one.
Yes, clear.
Okay, so another thing is nothing but okay, so another thing is nothing but, let's say contact account is having contacts, right? Account is having a contact.
Yes.
Okay, so how to put those contacts actually?
How to retrieve those contacts
Ah,
and
so let's say account is a parent, contact is a child, but how
yes.
to retrieve? Let's say I now I retrieve the account, right? So but how to retrieve that particular contacts? So that particular concept will basically we'll call it as a parent to child concept. Okay, so that one basically we will call it as a parent to child. Okay, parent to child. So how to do that actually? For doing that, so basically, so we have to use a bracket inside that particular thing. Okay, one
Okay.
bracket. So inside this we have to write a query again.
Okay. Right select from contact.
contacts. Okay, like this. So this is basically we will call it as a parent to child. Okay, this is basically we will call it as a parent to.
Parent to child. Okay.
This is basically we will call it as a parent to child. Okay, so put a comma, after that write your child query. Okay, write your child query. Okay, then execute it off. Okay, so now let me execute this particular thing. Okay, let me pass a limit. Okay, so limit 5. See it.
Yes.
I think these guys don't have contact, I guess. Let me create some contact.
Create one, two.
Think you can. Oh, is there? Okay, I think by default it is not showing. Hold on. So what we have to do is nothing but we have to explicitly mention it in our log. Okay, how to do that? Okay, so var dot contact us. See, only contact is coming. Correct?
Yes.
See, so why? Because so contact is a child, right? So contact is a child, account is a parent, correct? So why we have to explicitly mention like this? If you see this one, so why I have to mention like contact is? If you see this query, I have used account here, correct? As per that, I have to use only contact, right? So why I am using yes? Okay, in case of standard object, while we are writing this parent to child, make sure we have to add yes to the API name. Okay, this is a very important thing. Okay, clear?
Whenever it's a standard object and that is a parent and we have to retrieve a child, we have to add a s to that child object.
Correct, yes to the child object, then only it will going to retrieve that all the child is. Okay, and another thing, so since one parent, let's say one account has come, so one account can have multiple contacts.
Yes.
So one account can have multiple contacts, so in that case how to retrieve that? So this is a account, right? So this is nothing but a account list. Let's say var is nothing but a one account. Let's say var dot contact, so which will return the again list. Okay, so
Yes.
which will return again list, not a single value.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want a single value, basically we can put it like this. Okay, so in that case it will show only a first value, not
First.
others. Okay, so in this case again we have to create some list, so which will hold the contacts, and we have to iterate it and we have to use it up. Got it?
Okay.
Is that clear? Hold on, let me write a thing so that you will understand better. Okay, so now this is here I am retrieving the account, right? Okay, so I
Yeah. So now you will create a list for a contact and then you will add that list to the account list, right?
correct. See, let's say one contact. Okay, so this is nothing but a contact. This is nothing but a contact. So now this is a contact, right? So now if you say like this, okay, in that case, so initially for one contact, right? So one contact it will display and it will reiterate all the other contacts. Okay, done.
Okay.
then it will go for the second loop. You got it?
Yeah.
Then it will go and retrieve the second account object.
Okay.
Okay, so let me run this. So we will come to some idea. See here, this is account, this is a contact, correct? This is account, this is a one contact, correct? So if you see here, this is a one account, it is having two entries. See here, two entries.
Yes.
Okay? So same case here, one entry. So if you see here, this again two entry. Okay, and this like that. See here, if you see here, there is a four contact for this particular account. So on. See here, same thing, four entry like that. So this is how we can iterate the child as well as parent object. Okay, parent object records. Okay, so this is basically, we will call it as a parent to child. Okay, parent to child. Okay, this is actually parent to child. So what in case of reverse? So what I have to do in case of let's say I am retrieving the contact. So in that case I want to retrieve the account, correct? So let's say if you go to any one of the contact, let's say contact, so there is a one hyperlink called account, right? Correct? So whenever we are retrieving the contact, how to retrieve their parent? That is basically we will call it as child to parent. From the child, so we are retrieving the parent. Okay, from the child basically we are retrieving the parent. Okay, so remove this. Okay, so remove this. So use like this name account dot id. That's it. Put a parent name, put the field name. That's it. This is very simple actually.
Basically, we have to pass an ID for that.
Correct. So no. Add a that API name. API name is account, right?
Yeah.
Dot field name.
Yeah.
Okay. API parent name.
So whatever field we want to retrieve, we have to add account.name, account.id, account.account number.
Correct. Parent dot field name. That's it. Very so simple actually.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So let's say contact.
This is much simpler than parent to child.
Yes. Okay, same thing here. Okay, so this is how we can retrieve the parent to child. So now let me hit the child to parent. Okay, child to parent. Let's see what this. You're following, right? So you can able to understand all those things.
Yes, I am following.
Okay, if you see this one, see here, so it is showing account ID, correct? See here, account ID. All this it is displaying it off. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how we can able to see the like parent things as well as the child things. This is in case of child object.
Yes.
So we are querying the child object and we are retrieving the parent using the child. So this is basically we will call it as child to parent.
Okay.
This is basically we will call it as
Child.
child to parent. Okay. This is in case of what? This is in case of standard object. This is in case of standard object. How to do the same thing in case of custom object?
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be little bit different. Okay, so quickly let me create two custom object.
Okay.
Go to setup. Develop. Sorry, so create object is. Okay, so we'll create two objects. One is nothing but employee and another one is nothing but a department. Okay, so each employee is having one department, right? So we'll create department as a parent object. Okay, department as a department number. So department starting number is one. So don't bother about this one, we will discuss later. So this is nothing but creating a one custom object, correct? So custom object created, this is nothing but a API name. Okay, so we have to use this name in our programming. Okay, so let's say I will create two more custom fields. Let's say department name of the type text, right? So let's say department name of the type 50. Okay, so let's say next. Okay, so created one thing called department. Okay, so let me create one more thing called object called employee. Okay, let's say employee. So employee number, row number, emp. Okay, so let me create one field called name. Let me create one field called employee. Okay, so employee name is done. Okay, so now we will create one lookup relationship, lookup to the department.
Yes.
Okay, so lookup to the department. So let's say related to which one? So related to department. Okay, next field name, so department. Okay, field name will be department. So child relation name is, okay, so employee. Okay, so okay, so what we have to do actually, so in case of this is a hold on, so this is actually what, so this is nothing but a department, right? Correct. So department object. So whenever you want to query a department object, it is a very simple, use department underscore underscore c and run the query, correct? So let me go to this one. If you want to id comma name from department. So this is the way how we can query the query the department thing, correct? So this is actually what, so parent, correct? Just writing the querying the parent, right? So click on this particular, the size is 0 because there is no data, correct? So quickly we'll create some data.
It's sample.
Yeah. So department is not there here. Okay, so two things are created, so go to department, create one department. Okay, let's say CSC, save the data. Okay, so clone, save the data. Okay, so now go to employee and create on record. So John, department is nothing but, okay, so department 01. Okay, so save, clone, John 2, save, clone, 3, department will be 02. Okay, so now we are having 3 records, right? So now let me go and execute this particular thing. See, so size is 2, so these are the two different departments. Okay, so this is nothing but a parent. Correct, so this is nothing but a parent. So how to retrieve the child from the parent? Let's say for our one department there is one record, right? For another department there will be another child. Correct, so how to retrieve that? Select id comma name from, in our case, so which is the this one, so this is an employee, this is a employee. Correct, so basically we have to use, okay, so we have to use this particular name, how to use I'll explain you why it is like that. Come again.
We have to use a relationship name with underscore R for retrieving the custom object.
Correct, exactly. Okay, so this is how we are retrieving this one. This is a very important thing. Okay, so whenever you are using a parent to child, okay, while retrieving the child, make sure we have to come to a child object and trace into that particular parent lookup, click on that and check for the relationship name and query it up. So some people, what they will do, so they will come here, they will put this API name. Okay, so and they used to hit on query, so it is throwing error. This is very important thing.
So it will not work. Okay.
Yes. So this is very important thing. Okay, so and another thing is nothing but, so make sure we have to use underscore R. R is nothing but, it is in the case of
Relationship.
custom, so in the case of child custom objects. Okay, in the case of custom object, so basically we have to use a underscore R. Okay, so how to retrieve by using child to parent now. So now it's a reverse, so child to parent. Okay, in child to only we have to use underscore R in case of parent to child. Okay, so let's say R dot id comma R dot name. Okay, so let's say this is employees, right? Employees. This somewhere. Oh, sorry. So it should be a now API name, right? It should be MPC. Okay, so see all the department as well as like employee details are available here, right? Okay, So this is the difference actually. This is the different in case of a parent to child and child to parent. This is very important. So whenever we are using a parent to child, okay, make sure in the child query we have to use underscore underscore r, correct? So make sure we have to use underscore underscore r, and also this should be a relationship name.
Yeah.
Okay, not the child API name. That's a very important thing. Okay, and also second thing, in case of like parent to child, it's nothing but in case of parent to child, make sure, so in the parent record, so we should not, we have to remove c with r, replace with r. Okay, it is a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, custom object name is nothing but department underscore underscore c, but remove the c and add it as r.
Okay.
Okay, so then execute the query.
Okay.
Okay, so this is in case of the difference, main difference between the
Custom.
yeah, child and parent in case of a custom object. Okay,
Yes.
in case of custom object.
Yeah.
That is the one thing. And what is nothing, this is about SOQL. Okay, SOQL. So these are the very important things, so we have to very careful about while writing the parent to child, child to parent in case of custom object is very very important.
Yeah.
Okay, clear, right? Any question?
No, no. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. Tomorrow we will discuss few more like concept in the SOQL itself. Okay, so these are the basic things. So tomorrow which will so we'll discuss in detail more about the SOQL. Okay.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll meet at 11, right?
11. Yeah, 11. Yeah, morning if you are free.